Hi guys, it's Bright FX here. How you doing today? So it's Monday morning. This is roughly 60 minutes past 10 a.m. Nigeria. So if you're watching from somewhere else, probably your time is going to be different. But currently now we actually have the London session up, right? And then the London session is on, and I want to check. So one of my students sent me an analysis on GBP and you know I took a look at that analysis and I just thought, okay, let me just share my perspective to GBP and I will be I hope you can hear me now. What am I going to use to check? So I will be sharing my analysis on GBP. So right, so if you're taking a trade on GBP or if you have intentions of taking a trade on GBP, maybe just take a look at this and let me know what you think, right? So without wasting any time, let me get you through to my screen. All right, so let's see GBP USD. All right. No. Alright, so let me take it. It should be USD. Just a minute, guys. I'm coming. All right, so let me share my screen with you. All right. I keep saying it, and I'm going to say it here and again. One of the best things you can ever do to yourself, one of the best decisions you can ever make, is to become a forex trader. Right. That's it's actually a bumpy ride because there are actually a whole lot of ups and downs. Right. The process of learning, trying to fight your own demon, which is yourself, because your emotions, you have to battle your emotions and all of those things. But there's a good news, right? When you eventually get to master your emotion, when you get to master the trend, when you get to master the technicals, when you get to understand trading psychology, and then when you get to perfect your risk management, it's going to be one of the best decisions you will ever make. It's worth the investment. So if you're going to dedicate the next 2 years of your life, the next 3 years of your life, the next 1 year of your life, learning the skill, it would do you a whole great deal. Right. So I'm just saying, just putting this out there for anybody that wants to you know so I am actually trying to check the audio texture of this video because I'm actually streaming. I hope you can still see me. I think the network is bad. I think the network is real bad. Hi. I think the network is really bad. I'm so sorry, guys. It's part of the challenges we face here. Crazy network. Little wonder why a lot of traders relocate to Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, because I mean you don't have to pay tax, have better network speed, and all of that. So yeah, I have GBP on my screen, but my challenge right now is I don't know if every one of you on the live can hear me. Okay, and part of my the network is really bad. So I don't know if everybody can hear me. And part of what I'm trying to do is to check from this end. But if you're on the live right now and you can actually hear me, just let me know in the comments. I'll be looking out for your comments just so I know that you can hear me perfectly so I can start off this, you know, reviewing this pair just right away. I'm actually trying to use my other device here to check, but it's really lagging. Like I think the network is crazy. Okay, it's coming up a little bit. Let me see. Let me see what we have. Lagging, like I think the network is okay, crazy. I think it's better now. Okay, it's coming up a little bit. Let me see. Let me see what we have. Lagging, like okay, it's getting better. It's getting better. All right, so we'll just have to, All right, guys. So let's look at what we have here. If you're joining in, if you're just joining the live, just drop a notice. Tell me where you're joining from. I want to know, and tell me if you're ready to make a little money, some money this week. All right. Okay. I noticed there was a mistake in anyway. I'll probably just sort that out later on. Let me head on to what we have today. So, guys, let us get to the business of the video. Hope you are excited. So, let's see what we have. We have GBP USD, and for those of you that don't know what GBP USD means, it's simply the short for Great Britain pounds and the United States dollar. And we want to see what the market is currently doing and what how we're going to react to the market activity. Are we going to buy? Are we going to sell? Are you going to long? Are you going to short? These are all the same, terms, terminologies. I had taught this earlier in my previous Forex class, Forex Accelerate. So if you've never seen that video, you could just go back and check my, anyway. Yeah, so let's look at it now. So this is what the pair looks like on a 4 hours time frame. So this is a 4 hours time frame, and this is what the pair looks like. Right now, we can see that the pair is actually on a downtrend, and because we keep seeing that market keeps making this, what market keeps making a lower low, here's a low, a higher low, a lower low, a higher low, right? This the higher low, another higher low, then a lower low, higher low, lower low, higher low, lower low, a higher low, this is the higher low, and the market's about to probably give us a lower low here, or maybe it may just not give us this lower low. It may just from this point, it may just give us a higher low, right? But then the big question now is what exactly would the market do, or what exactly is market likely to do at this point where it is currently? Okay, now we want to find out, is market going to keep going down? That means if market keeps going down, it means the market is selling. We want to find out, is the market going to keep selling? Is it going to keep going down? Or sorry, I'm just trying to adjust this mic just so you can hear me without any form of restriction. I care about you guys. So yeah, I think this is worse. I think I just placed the mic in a worse. I don't have something I could use to, just okay. Just bear with me, right? Just right underneath my throat. Just bear with me. Okay, so the big question now is going to be, what is market likely to do at this point? Are we likely to see that the market will go down this way? Is market going to go down this way, or is market going to go up? This is the big question you want to answer. This is the question anybody wants to figure out. This is the big question, because getting to know what market is likely to do help you just helps you make the decision, and that gives you an edge because you make money, right? You make money, and we know that forex trading, taking your trades are 100% probability, so you have the chance of winning or losing. But what makes you a good trader is your ability to win more than you lose. So more percentage of the times you do your analysis, you're saying okay, you're correct. All right. So that's a big question, and that's what every trader wants to find out. Now price is here. What do we do? We've seen price give us a low, we've seen price give us a lower low, we've seen price give us a higher low and a lower low and a higher low and a lower low. Now that means that the market is just trending downwards. That's pretty simple, right? So now what exactly do we do at this point? Because I mean, this is what it looks like on a closer view, right? So permit me, I'm just going to take this out because we figured out what the market is doing or what the market has done, right? And part of the ways you know what the market is going to do is with historical data. That means that from the history, right? We just use like the history to predict now. So let's get to the video. So now, guys, we are here, and this is where we are, and let's take a closer look. Now, so what exactly did you observe that market has been doing lately? Now, so we can see that market has been breaking. Let's just go down to a 1 hour time frame. Let's go down to 1 hour time frame, right? So this is what it pretty looks like on a 1 hour time frame. Okay. I mean, there are different time frames. If you're a newbie, an absolute newbie to forex trading, I thought that, and I keep saying there are different time frames. Okay. There's a 1 hour, 4 hours. I mean, you can just here, you can just check it all here, right? So these are different time frames. Time frames, time ranges. For each time frame you select, it means that each candlestick you find in the chart, and candlesticks are these lines you see, the red and the green lines, which each of them represents what that candlestick. So if I put this now in a 1 hour time frame, which it is currently, it means that one candlestick means it's an hour, and in one candlestick it means this is everything market did in a space of 1 hour. So like this green one you see here, all market activity in the space of 1 hour. This red one you see here, all market activities in the space of 1 hour, this and this, and it just keeps going on. All right, so let's get to the analysis proper, right? So if you're just seeing me for the first time, feel free to, not feel free, I would love that you would subscribe. I love that you like the video, I love that you share, and I love that you keep watching other videos I'll be putting out there. So yeah, guys, so this is a 1 hour time frame, right? And the reason why we zoom down to a 1 hour time frame is because you want to get a clearer view of what the market is doing. You want to get to see clearer what these candlesticks are actually suggesting, or what they are representing, or how they are reacting to prices. You want to see what the buyers and the sellers are doing in the market. Okay, that's why I had to come down to a 1 hour time frame, and this is where we are now. This is the entire pair. Now this is what market has done. Now let's see. Today's date is 24. So let's see. The market opened. This is where the market opened from. Today is 24. So this is the first candle of the market. Let me highlight it. The first candle the market formed today. It's this candle. This candle. All right. This candle. This candle. This red one. It's kind of, maybe I just use something else to highlight it. Maybe a brush. It's just funny. This candle, I don't know why it's ouch. Let's take it out. Let's take it out. I'll use another highlighter. Okay. So yeah, this one. Sorry, it's a red highlighter on a red candle. That makes more sense. Yeah. So yeah, this one. Okay. So this is the first candle market from today. All right. Anyways, uh, so let's go. Where's my, yeah. Okay. So now, guys, oh my God, I'm so sorry. That's actually my leg hitting the camera. Okay, guys. So let's wrap this up completely. Okay. Now, so this is what we see. Okay, and remember when the market makes higher highs, lower highs, it's an uptrend. When it makes lower low, higher low, it's a downtrend. So the market is actually trending down. And so anything you're doing in a downtrend, you should be selling. So the first thing you know now is that you're going to be selling the market. You're selling the market. So what do we do? So we can see that price moved this way. We can see that price came down here, moved up, but came down here, right? Price moved here, okay, came down here, right? Now price moved here, right? But price did not break structure. Okay, so price did not break structure here, right? So price didn't break structure. That means that there is no clear indication that price is going upward. Now, we want to find out what to do from this point. But from price activity, there's no clear indication that price is going upward, because when price is going upward, part of the signs you see or the confirmation you see that there must be a break of structure. So price must break structures, right? But we just saw that price broke this structure, okay? Price broke this structure, okay? So price broke this structure, but price didn't break. Price broke this structure, right? But price didn't break this structure. Okay, so price didn't break this structure, right? You can see price didn't break this structure. Did it? No, it didn't. Okay, so because price didn't break that structure, we saw that price got to this point, this level, and what happened next? Price went downwards aggressively. Okay, and price went downwards aggressively to this point. Okay, and what did you see price do? Price broke structure here. All right, so price broke a downward structure. So there's a downward structural break from this point. Okay, there's a downward structural break from this point. So let's just put this here because we see price break structure here. All right, so if you don't understand what I'm doing, let me take you further. So now I'll take this out of here. Now I'll take this out of here, and I'll take this out of here. Now you can see that price broke structure at this point. Okay, because this is the previous low. This is a low, right? This is the low that price gave us before giving us this high. Okay, so we see price break this low. So we see price break this low, right? So that means that price is going downward, right? So what again happened? Price broke that low, came here, right? Now when price got here, so price gave us this, price got to this point, and what did price try doing again? Price tried moving up. Can you see? Price tried moving up, but something interesting happened when price got to this point. What happened? There was a rejection. Okay, now let's look at the rejection together. Sorry. There was a rejection. What was the rejection? We see that when price tried regaining its stand, remember price came down from this point down to this point. So it was like price was really pushed down, like you guys should go down. Now price got to this point. Now price wants to come up again. So let's imagine that price is trying to push fight through to come up. So now, but price got to this point because price started falling majestically, or falling drastically. Price started falling drastically from, you can see price really fell from here. From here, can you see? Can you see? Because if from here you just saw push, right? So price started really falling. So now price came down here, accepted its fall, accepted it as lost, but then refused to stay on the ground. So price wanted to come up, and price wanted to come meet these people here and beat them. So price wanted to push them, right? But this is one interesting thing we see price do. When price made an attempt to come here, price didn't even make it to this point. It got here, and we saw that these guys still pushed price down again. Now, because why how do I mean? You can equally see that um price, I'm so sorry, so sorry. So you can see that price got to this point. Now this is a massive green candle. It means that the buyers were ready to move, but when they got here, you can see that there was a struggle. Okay, price was restricted here. So you can see this long week tells us that the market opened the market opened here, moved up, but got to this point and was pushed down to this point and market closed here. So this long week suggests that the sellers were pushing down price like, hey, go down, you can't come up, go down, right? And I tell you that everything you see happening on the screen is like a movie. So if you get to understand the chart like a movie, it's going to be easy for you to understand price actions because it's like a movie, right? So now, that being said, we now see that the sellers didn't stop there. The sellers came just after the green candle and they started pushing price down again. So you can see the more candles, more red candles. Now, after that happened, price got to this point. Now you can see that price was rejected at this level, right? So price tried moving up again, but couldn't even make it to this previous level. Price pushed down again, right? Price pushed down again. Now we see that after price pushed down again, price even pushed down below this level that gave this high that broke here, right? So you can see that price broke here, right? Price broke from here, price broke here. So we were thinking, okay, price momentum has come, and but then price was pushed even further down and again below this long green candle that looked very, very promising. So you can see that there's a strong sellers force currently in the market. Now, what happened next? The buyers tried to regain their stand. They came up, they pushed, but they couldn't even come through beyond this level where they initially did their good effort displayed, right? They pushed here, so sellers came, buyers came, and all of that. Now, looking at this again, what can you see? We can see that price is forming, gradually giving us a double top, right? And what does a double top suggest? Because this, 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 right? Now, I told you in my previous, class that a double top is suggesting that price is about to go down. Okay, it's about to go down. A double top, right? It's like an M. Okay, an M. Price is going like this down. If it's a W, so a double top, right? So, but it's not fully formed here, but you can see it's suggestive, right? So, how then do we really know that price would go further down? It has to break the neckline. Okay, it has to break the neckline. Okay, so now I can see it's almost. So if price comes like this, right? That's an M. You can see. Then what would I expect price to do is to come up like this and go down like this, right? Good. So but we need price to break a neckline. So what exactly are we looking at for? Now you can see that we have red candles here, and even this green candle was actually pushed forcefully down. So it looks like the sellers are really, really angry and they want to take over the market completely. So we want price to break a neckline. And where are we going to mark as a neckline? So we're seeing so many rejections here and all of that. So let's use this as a neckline, right? So let's see if price closes below here. If price closes below here, it's largely suggesting that price will keep selling, like price will keep falling, right? And remember, this is a 1 hour time frame. So if price closes below here, it's largely suggests that this price is likely going to fall up to this zone, up to this point. Okay, and let's see how many pips that would afford us. Let's see. Okay, this is going to be like 38 pips, right? This is going to be like 38 pips. Okay, um it's not as though market is going to stop here. There's a large chance that market is going to push further even onto this point, and this is going to be 69 pips. Okay, so you're basically looking at taking advantage of this fall, right? So how then will you get into this? Fine. So there's a tendency we can take TP1 43 pips, 44 pips, and then TP2 can just be, you know, 68 pips thereabouts. Okay, what then do we do? We have to monitor what price is going to do. So how then do we do that? Right. So we'll just move this here. Just move this here. Clone. I will just call this. Just call this TP1. All right. So when you take your TP1, then we aim at this level. For what again? CP2. All right. So what do you need to do? Right? What exactly do you need to do? What do you need to do? These are two things you can do, right? These are two things you can do. All right. Because this is a because this is an engulfing candle, a bearish engulfing candle. Largely, I largely believe that market is going to go down, right? I can be wrong, and because forex is a game of probability, okay. So I largely believe that market is going to go down, okay. So because I can see that this price has swept liquidity up to this point, and so largely believe that my price is going to go down, right? Now there are two ways to approach this trade. One of which is you can choose to enter a sell from here. You can choose to enter a sell, an instant execution, right? And put your TP here, put your stop loss here, sorry, 20 pips, right? You can choose to enter a sell from there, put your stop loss here, right? And put your take profits up to this point, put your take profit up to this point, 52 pips, right? For your TP1, or you put your take profit down here, that's like 78 pips, right? Now this one entry position. This is one of the ways you can enter the trade now. Okay. Now the second thing you can do, either you enter the trade now, which if I'm going to take this trade, I'm going to enter this trade now. I'm going to enter now for me, right? And then I'm just going to be risking 20 pips, right? So it's something like it's a risk I can manage, right? I'm just going to enter it now. But and that way you can enter is to wait for price to break below here. So you want to see something like this. Price breaks below here, right? And that gives a pullback. And then you would enter from that pullback and you would ride with a trend downwards. So this is another entry strategy. Any of these strategies is going to work. But for me, I'm going to be entering now. So I'm just going to shift my, yeah. So it means that, okay, I got into the trade. Okay. And, my stop loss is going to be here. Or maybe if I give it a little bit more room, like 22, 21 pips thereabouts. Okay. So I'll just call out the coordinates, right? So what exactly are the coordinates? Okay. So, So my entry is an instant execution. All right, let me see. All right, so my entry is an instant execution. All right, and because it's an instant execution, let me see. My stop loss. I'm seeing a feedback from I'm seeing a feedback from PN PN TNP trade. They say well done. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thumbs up. Right. Thank you. Means a lot. All right. So my stop loss is gonna be SL is gonna be all right, and then my take profit is gonna be 1.30. TP gonna be 1.30152. Okay, now this trade is gonna be a what? Is a 1:3 0.661 6 RR. Okay, but then remember, if you close at TP2, if you close at TP1, you already have a 1:2, which is fair, right? So whichever way, but if this goes in our favor, guys, what does that mean? It means that we're going to be making money if this goes in our favor. Okay, let me bring this here. All right, so this is my all right, so we're going to come back to this trade later on, and you know, maybe next week we might review the progress of this trade. If I want to, if I get under opportunity to come and do another technical analysis, I would come back and make a video on it, and then we'll just check it through. All right, so if you're new to forex trading and you want to start your journey as a forex trader, you have zero mentor, you don't know where to start from, you can reach out to me. How do you reach out to me now? You can reach out to me. You can search me on any platform, right? Just send me a DM, or they should be able to. Okay, I'll check. I'll check. Okay, but reach out to me, and I could train you, but for a very affordable fee. But it's going to be worth the investment. Not free, but you'll be glad you did. Anyway, um, that's that's my stance on this bed. So I will be calling it. I'll be calling it a day. So guys, check my previous videos. Follow me on all platforms. See you. Bye for now. Let me reply this again. Bye guys. All right. So bye guys. Bye. See you in the next video.